Well, Tom and Rick, the mood around the Orioles today is very upbeat. Mike Bordick, it looks as if they expect to go out and win today and extend this series. And what they've been reduced to is you win and survive or the season ends. So it's not a bad attitude to have.
No, it really isn't. And this team has been relaxed through the whole postseason. Some 3 hard-fought games, and unfortunately for the Orioles, not being able to come out on top. But they're certainly loose again today. They're just waiting for that statement game where everything clicks. They need the starting pitchers to get deeper in games. They need the bullpen to lock it up in the end. They need big offense with big innings because they've done that throughout the season. 21 times this year they've had innings where they've scored 4 runs or more. And of course, we saw in the ALDS where they put up a snowman, a big 8 spot in the 8th inning of the first game against Detroit.
Now, as you look at this series, 0-3 the Orioles come into this game. All 3 games have been very, very close. In fact, as we look at the breakdown, in this series, there have been more ties than leads. But the Orioles have only had the lead 3 innings in this series, and that was last night. They know that has to change, and what they're looking for is that big breakout inning to get an early lead and put the pressure on Kansas City.
Exactly. They had 1 inning where they scored 3 runs, put up a nice crooked number against this Royals team, but it still left them behind by 1 run. Of course, eventually they would tie that ball game and go on to lose at the end. But they need a couple of those. They need 1 big early inning to really put their foot on the Royals' neck and hopefully run with that. It's all about a momentum shift. They need to have an impact in the game early in order to really change that tide of momentum.
Well, this has been a play for the big inning team all year, but the one thing that has been very noticeable in this series, Kansas City has done an outstanding job of keeping the Orioles in the ballpark, and the O's have not been able to manufacture runs.
Well, Kansas City has great pitching, especially the back end of that bullpen. They are executing their pitches when they need. Well, the Orioles need to come up with that big hit. Certainly a 3-run homer would help the confidence of this offense, and it might be just enough to dampen the spirits of the Royals.
And what do you think the odds are that the Orioles win on Jim Palmer's birthday? Pretty good?
I think very good.
All right, so it's Game 4 coming up shortly here. Let's go back to Tom and Rick in the studio.